How's it going, guys? Moon Mike here with you on this, for pretty sure it's Friday. Well, at least it is for another, hour or so. On this Friday evening, coming to you from a undisclosed location. Really? Might be a cat fight about to happen right over my right shoulder. Undisclosed because it appears that I have some kind of stalker, fan, crazy person that has nothing to do with their lives except try and mess with mine. Not sure exactly why, because there's no point. And because, well, there's consequences for everything. That's all I'm really going to say about that. Oh my goodness, you too. But yeah, just for the time being, I'm going to be keeping my whereabouts a little bit more private than usual. Just because I'm not concerned about myself really. It's more that. And I don't honestly believe that there's something I can throw at them. I don't honestly believe that anything is going to happen. Because, well, I don't think that the people involved have the cojones, to be honest. I think that they don't understand my capabilities, but I think they know enough to be wary of my capabilities. As far as what I know, what I can prove, my just overall knowledge, that kind of thing. Because there are certain things that I don't play around with. For example, if you start trying to involve my family or friends in something, that's where I draw the line, and that's where I essentially go from okay, I'll just ignore it to scorched earth, which is pretty much where I'm at now. So just for now, not going to take any chances, just because I'm not concerned about myself, and I don't honestly think anything's going to happen, but I'd rather play it safe, just because I don't lose anything by playing it safe. And honestly, should this go much further, I'd rather have, played it safe and, kept to myself rather than, gone on any type of, offensive, especially because what's the point? I've got better stuff to do with my time and energy, like making vlogs at 11 at night and drinking coffee. Also at 11 at night. Yeah. Best things I could be doing with my time right now. I've been looking around for more work. Just kind of trying to stay busy. But I was thinking about something, and I'm keeping my location pretty much under wraps right now. I'm in Virginia. People that need to know where I'm at know where I'm at. Aside from that, that's pretty much it. But it got me thinking, I'm not that old. I'm 30. But I was thinking about it, and even when I was younger, you didn't tell people personal stuff about yourself, but now we broadcast it out. Way back in the day, even if you had a pen pal, there were like limits on what you would tell them. I believe, at least. I think I had a pen pal once or twice, but there were like it wasn't like long lasting, and I never really got into it. So, I could be wrong, but I feel like now there's definitely a limit on what you tell people. That's why stuff like your date of birth, mother's maiden name, make and model of your first car, like all those things, like all three things. And I picked those three for a reason. Those are common security questions, like for passwords, that kind of thing. But now, like, everything is out there on the internet. So, like, let's say someone wanted to know the make and model of my first car. I don't think it's on my Facebook, but I'm willing to bet that if someone wanted to, they could probably do some digging and find out. Like, that's the type of stuff that we put out there now without even a second's thought. All the way down to, like, with things like Foursquare, or Facebook, or Yelp. Like, when you check in somewhere, you're basically broadcasting to the world, like, hey, I'm right here, right now. And that's insane. Like, if you've got your location turned on, if you're at home, like, you can see where that person lives, which is a little trippy. Especially because that's something that you wouldn't give out to a stranger like 15 years ago. Now, though, it's pretty easy to find out. And that just, it kind of made me think, like, now I feel like we don't really put as much stock into privacy as we used to. I mean, me personally, I don't really do a whole lot of Facebook stuff, just because I know this is going to make me sound old, especially when I said, I'm only 30. But I feel like I don't get it. Like, I don't really know how to use it. Like, not that I don't know how to post a status, but, like, I can't picture me saying, like, oh yeah, just woke up, had breakfast, woo, as, like, having any impact whatsoever on anyone else's life. I feel like that it's kind of narcissistic in a way, which is ironic as hell, coming from someone who's talking into a camera that I'm going to upload onto the internet later. But, like, when you post statuses like that, it's almost like, not only are you saying, obviously, I just had breakfast, woo, but you're saying, I feel that I'm important enough for people to find this interesting. And that's where it's kind of odd to me, because, like, I'm sure that, people out there, you lovely people, you don't care that I skipped breakfast today. Or that, like, for lunch, I had some pizza from 7-Eleven. I'm sure you don't care. I'm sure nobody cares that I played Grand Theft Auto for like an hour and a half today. I mean, if I'd been playing with people, they might care, but I wasn't, because I'm antisocial, and also don't know that many people that play games, or that I don't know many people that this is going to sound really weird, that I'm on a level where I can be like, hey, you want to get online and play some video games? Like, I don't feel like I know that many people that I'm cool with like that. And I'm also kind of awkward with just like joining an online thing. I don't know. I might do it later tonight, just because why not? Oh my god, the cats are making noises again, like they're gonna fight each other. If you're gonna fight, just fight. Please don't. Seriously. But like, I don't know. Maybe it's because I grew up like before oh god, why everything was online. So to me, in a way, it's almost like asking someone to play video games with me. I hesitate to use this word, but I can't really think of a better one. It almost seems, I think, more intimate to me than a lot of people. Quite possibly because I also didn't have many friends growing up, so like, I don't know if that kind of messed me up. Like, not messed me up, but it made me more socially awkward? Gave me some kind of weird social anxiety? Like, about playing video games with random strangers? I mean, also, there's the fact that, like, 90% of the time I feel if you're playing online with someone, that person, especially if they have a mic, is going to be an asshat. And I'm the type of person where if someone starts, like, talking smack to me, I'm gonna talk right back. Because, honestly, that's kind of part of the fun of it for me. But, also, like, I can be pretty competitive, and I don't like losing. So, if I meet someone that's, like, talking a lot of trash, and especially if they're beating me, I'm going to want to rematch that person. And I'm going to want to keep doing it until I win. Except, I don't always win. Sometimes I just get stuck in this feedback loop where they're talking trash, and I can't really say anything because I'm consistently losing. Hello, Berg. The majestic Heisenberg, ladies and gentlemen. But I can't really say anything because I'm consistently losing, so then it's like a feedback loop and just head explodes all over the place. Blood, brains, ego, everywhere. Okay, mostly ego. Just splattered all over the ceiling. Now, I know there are lots of games that are, like, cooperative, but I feel like you get a lot of people in there that, like, Destiny. Destiny 1 being a perfect example. I would use Destiny 2, except I haven't really gotten into that yet. But, like, Destiny 1, let's say you want to go on a raid. For those that don't know, a raid is, well, it's kind of like one giant boss battle with a maze. A maze of boss battles. That's pretty much the best way I can describe it. But it's difficult, and you usually have to do it with a team of like 3 or 6. I don't remember off the top of my head for Destiny. But I remember there were people, like, if you didn't have a specific, like, gear setup or something, they would kick you out. They would just, like, yell at you for the whole thing. And even when you're supposed to be teaming up, it was like you would get more trash talk thrown your way from your teammates than from the opposition. And that just, I don't know, that type of behavior honestly kind of ruined online games for me a little bit, I think. Just because, to me, it's like, well, I'm on your team. Why not just roll with it? Like, if I'm doing something wrong, just let me know. Don't yell at me or, like, kick me off the team. Especially because I don't usually play, like, competitive stuff. Like, I can't keep forgetting that not everyone I talk to is going to have like a video game background. So not everything I play is ranked. Like a lot of this stuff, it's just people playing for fun. Because I mean, I play for fun. But it's a video game. Like game being the operative word. And what's the point of games? To have fun. Secondary thing, to win. But like the main point is to have fun. So I don't know. Honestly, I'm probably gonna give it a shot tonight. See what happens. Maybe it'll change my mind. I don't know. I hope it does. But anyway, back to the whole like mittens. Mittens. He's fat. Back to the whole privacy thing. Like, it used to be... I'm trying to think of how to put this. There was like a filter. Are you serious? Like... if I wanted someone to know that I was going to go to the movies, I'd tell that person. Now it's like it just gets put on Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat or pick your social media poison. And then everyone knows. Which in a way almost makes it so that it's not as personal, but that's the fun for me, is actually communicating with the person and being like, hey, I saw a movie. I went and saw it. I'm telling you people that now. I'm counting that as me communicating. Just for the record, I know that's completely against what I just said. I don't care. I'm saying it now. Went and saw it. Interesting movie. But I'm not gonna, don't worry, no spoilers. But like, how I talk about it is going to change based on who I'm talking to. Like, if I'm talking to someone who I know is a big-time horror fan, I'm going to talk about it differently than if I'm talking to someone who might want more of a breakdown of, like, what subtext the story had. That kind of thing. But I can't really do that, like, just without just going on and on for a long time. And me personally, if I want to know, like, how maybe I should have picked a different movie. If I want to know how it meaning it, the movie, stacks up as a horror movie, but then someone's talking about, like, all the themes and symbolism and everything, don't care. Don't want to know. But, like, if I was talking to a friend, they'd know that. And they'd be like, oh yeah, it, as a horror movie, again, no spoilers, Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father. Sorry, spoiler. But, like, that's a good thing about talking to someone. Because they'll be able to tell me, like, oh, it was a great horror movie. It wasn't a great horror movie. Whatever their opinion is. Personally, I think it was, as far as a horror movie, mediocre at best. It wasn't really anything scary in there, but either way. I feel almost like, along with privacy almost now being a thing of the past, that personal touch is going with it too. And that's kind of a shame, honestly. Like, I like hearing about it from someone that, like, I know and I trust, rather than, you know, just hearing, like, oh, symbolically, it's a great movie, I want to go see it, and then finding out, oh, it sucks as a horror film. I'm not saying it sucks. No spoilers. Go see it for yourself. Make up your own mind. But yeah, privacy, man. It's weird to me, but I'm curious about what other people think because I know that a lot of you out there use Facebook a lot more than I do, which is very little. So I'm curious, what are your thoughts on it? Do you remember what things were like before, like Facebook and MySpace and everything? Do you think it's gotten better? Do you think it's gotten worse? Do you think overall things have stayed the same? Do you not care because you're a hermit that lives in a remote mountain pass with a cave that somehow has Wi-Fi and you stumbled across this video? Let me know. Leave a comment. Send me an email. Do other things. Throw a rock at my head with your opinion written on it. Please don't actually do that. I've already had enough concussions. Don't need another one. Spray painted on mittens. Actually, that would be pretty funny. Go ahead and do that. I get the feeling he'd look good in red. Like a fire engine red. So, find mittens. Spray paint your opinion of privacy on him. Probably gonna have to use like little tiny letters, but good thing is he's kind of a fat cat, so lots of writing space. Don't want to stifle creativity. But yeah, that's. I know this one's been kind of all over the place, but it's late. I'm a little hyped up on caffeine. Yeah. So that's a thing. But that being said, I'm gonna try and do these more, and I might start doing some stuff like streaming some games on Twitch, something like that. So with that in mind, I'll keep it posted on here. I'm gonna try doing these more often. I know I've said that before. I really am gonna try and do these daily, even if it does kind of end up rambling a little bit. I'm still gonna go for it. So, with that said, like, favorite, subscribe, for the love of God. The biggest thing to me. Share. Just send someone a link to this video. You don't even need to provide any context. Just send them a link. Don't say anything. Matter of fact, just text a random number. Like, just pick an area code that you know, like 301, and then just type in random digits afterwards. Just send them a link to this video. No explanation whatsoever. Who knows? You might make a new friend. Without Facebook. How about that? But that being said, that's all for right now. I'm gonna go ahead and play some Destiny 2. So, until next time, Moon Mike, out.